Hey everybody, welcome back. Anybody know what time it is? It's messy TikTok o'clock.
That little ginger.
That's diabolical.
Oh my god!
Is there something about my face that says I'm scared?
I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with this saga between Haley, and that ginger. Not this ginger. Another ginger. But it's messy. It's some of the messiest TikTok drama I have seen in a while.
Let's do red carpet full glam while I tell you about the time a girl I met maybe 3 times canceled me and got me destroyed on the internet. When I say destroyed, I mean like... I'm gonna start the story at the date with this man who is very sweet. He lives about 10 minutes away from me in New York, and he took me out to this beautiful, beautiful restaurant, and we had such a great date that we wanted to get drinks afterwards. We got drinks at this really, really nice hotel lobby, and it was so much fun, and I genuinely remember being like so excited. I don't go on a lot of first dates, so it's really rare that you get a good first date. I remember on the first date, we were about to leave the bar, so we both went to the restroom.
Just so that everybody's clear, when she's talking about this man that she went on a date with, she's also talking about someone else's current boyfriend. I will just add that context in there.
He turned around and grabbed me and kissed me, and I remember, like, I had butterflies like never before. He was super talkative, super fun, and so sweet and very masculine. Everything about him was wonderful. At the end of the date, he put me in an Uber home, and then I went to bed and I was just smiling ear to ear. I wake up in the morning and I'm so excited to look at my phone because I know that this man is gonna text me. Like, I know we both enjoyed the date. But instead, I look at my phone and I see a message from a random number. The message said, "Hi, this is Haley. I'm getting DMs that you were on a date with my ex last night, LOL. I don't want to be weird, but is that true? Just want to know so I can tell people to stop commenting that." And then I didn't answer because, like, I just didn't, I don't know. And an hour later, she said, "I keep getting comments about it, and I can see that you're active on TikTok right now, so I guess I'm just gonna take your silence as a yes." She took it as a yes. I don't answer either of those messages because I don't feel like I have to. He's single, and she literally had to introduce herself over text. I've never had a one-on-one conversation with her. I've met her maybe 3 times through work. So finally, the person I want to texts me, and he comes over and brings me coffee before I have to go film. This man and I are just hanging out and chilling until I have to go to work, and his phone starts going crazy. I see the name and it's her. So I figured he should handle it because it's his ex and it's not really my problem. And I was like, "Is this okay? Like, what's going on?" And he said, "Oh yeah, it's nothing, it's fine. Like, she's never brought your name up once ever since we were ever dating, so like, it's not a problem." And I was like, okay, like, cool. I really wasn't worried at all because I knew I did nothing wrong. I figured I'd just let him handle it because it's his ex and none of my business really. He went downstairs when it was time for me to go to work, and I get in my Uber and I look at my phone one more time, and guess what?
What?
She started posting about me. The video she posted about me immediately got hundreds of thousands of views within hours, and she made sure everyone knew it was about me.
Do I think it's wrong to go on a date with someone who is single? Obviously not. That's the main issue here. At the time, this dude was single. But it's not that simple. She just didn't go on a date with a dude that's single. The question is, did she go on a date with someone that her friend had dated? According to her, they weren't friends. But there's more.
We are seeing these big influencers come out in support of Hallie.
I never feel the need to speak on drama, but I actually hate that little ginger. I hate her. I hate her.
Everyone's kind of main problem is that Sophia is bringing this up again 8 months after all of it first happened, like after she went on a date with Reed. Obviously, Hallie and Reed are back together now. They're about to move in together in September. And in this current moment, people have been talking about how, Reed has been making some more public appearances on Hallie's podcast and social media. And her fans have been saying they just don't really appreciate how he interacts with her, at least publicly. So people felt like Sophia was capitalizing on that discourse. She made these 3 videos. They got so much backlash, and she has returned with another video addressing now all this hate.
Oh my goodness. Some of you guys are acting like I drop kicked someone's puppy.
So I think this particular video shows that it's clear that she's really playing into this kind of villain character, right? I think she's using this moment to her advantage as PR, basically, which I think would normally be fine. But the issue that people have is that this is targeting a real relationship. Hallie and Reed got back together. It might be different if they had stayed broken up.
And it's also the fact that we don't know if these 2 women, these 2 influencers, were friends. According to Hallie, Sophia looked at her following or something while they were out, and they were friends and stuff like that. And while they're out together, she's planning to go on a date with Haley's ex.
Oh no. I have to defend myself again because everyone likes to pick on the ginger.
Names were never named.
Names were never named? You might as well have posted my social security number.
You are going to homie hop not even 3 weeks later.
Oh my goodness, a crossover episode.
Who cares? People break up. This is so normal though. People break up and get into new relationships. What is the point of a grace period?
I thought you guys were supposed to be on the same team, but I think I'm siding with McChicken over here.
And I did block her on every social media platform when that happened. Her number was never blocked. She was always welcome to text me and handle it offline.
Oh my gosh, my number was never blocked? I can text you? Thank you, that's so sweet. So you brought it online. You forced my hand to finish it online.
The only thing I have to say, yeah, all of the facts are the same. Nothing has changed.
I have to call someone really quick. Hello? Oh, it's for you. I called.
Standing next to me while going through my Instagram following, searching my ex-boyfriend's name to DM him and ask him on a date.
That's so silly because I don't remember DMing him while I was next to you. So Monday, this man texts me and says, hey, do you have plans Friday night? Thursday, I happened to see you at an event. And then Friday, I went on a date with a man that was single. I actually thought you were a girl's girl.
I'm a girl's girl through and through, and I don't like when people use the word girl's girl because I think a lot of...
Huh. I kind of feel like if you were a girl's girl, you wouldn't weaponize your millions of followers and lie about another girl over a man to get me hate. Well, if that's what a girl's girl is, I don't really think I want to be one. And lastly, you said, how is it genuine if she's made a video every day for the past week? Please, respectfully, if you think this is anything more than a cash grab on the Creator Fund, come on. I think that's kind of funny because I kind of remember when you guys first started lying about me online, you had something to say about money.
Yeah, business, okay? If I'm gonna get one thing out, this is a good birthday. Views are up, engagement is up, money is up, 100%. That's your
Funniest thing about this entire thing is the fact that you guys thought I wouldn't come online and defend my character once you guys brought it online. Is there something about my face that says I'm scared? I didn't think so.
Looking a little sticky, looking a little messy. Anybody got a mop for this mess? 'Cause I don't. Okay, so my question is posed to you. Would you be angry?
I'm always angry.
If your ex, right after you broke up, went on a date with someone that you knew? Whether they were friends or not, it's kind of up in the air right now. Depends. But would you be mad? Probably. Would you take it online? I don't know. I don't know about that. I think that these things maybe need to be handled offline because it kind of seems like both people think they're right in this situation and both people are actually wrong. But we've got one more response from the girl in question. Honestly, I gotta say, like, after that video, I was on Ginger's side. These two have just been going at it all week long. For weeks and weeks, I have watched this saga unfold.
This video, the newest video, solidified it for me. Solidified it for me. This is just a human being that has never faced adversity, has never been told no. Okay, this is just someone who has always gotten their way and they cannot see, for the life of them, their reflection in the mirror. This is the type of person that you cannot change their mind. We could get on here, we could clock her all we want. Okay, we can explain and we can explain and we can explain. She will never understand. She will never understand why people are mad at her, and she will never understand why people are put off by her reaction, her response, her storytelling. There are two types of people in the world. There are the people that can sympathize, that can empathize, that can self-reflect, and then there are the people that just have one-track minds, bro. Like, it is their way or the highway. As lame as that saying is, they genuinely, and like, this girl might not even be like as mean as we think she is. She just genuinely will never understand where anyone else is coming from. She believes, and clearly believes, that everyone is upset with her because she went out with Hallie's ex. Like, and her big point, her big one is, everyone was single, I did nothing wrong. And if that was just the story, yeah, dude, yeah, you were single. Maybe that's a little to go out with someone that you kind of know is ex, whatever. It was the diabolical planned videos, the 3-part series you came out with in the meanest fashion. This girl, Hallie, blonde one, is getting so much hate for her boyfriend not liking her because of the podcast. What do? You come out on TikTok so conveniently, do a 3-part series and talk about how magical your date was. Okay, how you didn't want him, and if you did, he would still be with you. You straight up got on the app. Like, no one is stupid. You got on the app and used the exact verbiage talkative when the whole internet is saying that he doesn't talk. But with you, you magical little redhead princess, God, he's gab, gab, gab. He cannot stop. The gift keeps on gabbing. Voice of reason stepping in. There has to be such a deeper level of hate between these girls that we're just missing some pieces. Because for her to get on this app and clock Hallie as hard as she did and say the things that she said and make it so obvious, that's mean. That's diabolical. If you cannot see that that is mean and that is a mean girl thing to do, I mean, you might as well killed a puppy. And I'm sure if you did kill a puppy, you'd say, well, man, it had rabies and it was coming after me. When in reality, the puppy was just reacting to you threatening it. You gotta stop talking about it.
Honestly, all of this just makes me think about the fact that, like, in any situation, in any fight, both people believe they're in the right. Both people want to be seen as right. Both people want to believe they're the hero in their story when they're the villain in someone else's story. It's okay to be a villain. You can be a villain, but, like, don't pretend to be innocent. You know what I'm saying? And then we got one last video that just kind of shut down, okay? We got the receipts, we got the explanations.
Sophia and I have hung out in both influencer and non-influencer settings. We even went on a 3-day-long brand trip to Houston together where we went out to the bar every single night. On said 3-day-long brand trip, I was in the background of one of her videos and somebody commented it, and she comments, "Tell them to get me on the podcast." But she pretends that she cannot even pronounce my name. We know each other. Whether you want to call us friends or not, doesn't matter. I have never thought or claimed her to be a super close friend that owes me a lot of loyalty. Here's the actual story of what happened. I had been very vulnerable online, sobbing, crying, sharing that I had been broken up with. Sophia saw that video, went to my Instagram, scrolled through, found Reed's Instagram, messaged him hi, he says hi, and she says, "When is our first date?" They exchanged numbers and they coordinated a date. They have 0 mutual friends. The only reason that she even knows this man exists in the world is because of me. She actually commented on my hard launch video of Reed, "Men with cauliflower ear love." They had a date set up for Friday night. Thursday night, the day before, I went to an event, and immediately when I walked in, Sophia came up to me. She told me how much she loved me, how much she missed me, how she had the best time with me in Houston, and we should book a flight back there together. Was just being really sweet. And I thought at the time that she was being very sweet to me because she knew I was going through a really hard time. I had only been broken up with for 2 weeks at this point. I was barely getting myself out of bed at this point, and this was the first real influencer event that I was going to post-breakup because, again, it had only been 2 weeks, and I was really proud of myself for going. The event was a seated dinner where everyone talked to me about the breakup, gave me advice, and was just honestly being really supportive. And I was like, wow, I have a really great group of girls around me. After the event is over, Sophia comes up to me and my friend and is like, "I want to drink with you guys. Let's go to the bar together." We call an Uber, and we had bags from the event. We stopped at my apartment, dropped them off, and then we headed to the bar. We went out for the whole night together. We were doing shots, and honestly, I had a really great time. The whole time she was doing this, she knew that in 24 hours, she was going on a date with my ex-boyfriend, who I was absolutely heartbroken over. I do just want to clarify, I had said in the original video that she had been with me at the bar and then messaged him that night night, and I was genuinely trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, and I thought that's what happened. I later found out that this was all pre-planned in advance, and I actually find that weirder and more hurtful that you knew you were going on a date. You chose to keep continuing to hang out with me. They went on their date on Friday to a very public place. People had seen them, and Saturday morning I woke up and I checked my comments on TikTok, and everyone was telling me that Sophia and Reed had been on a date together the night before. Before I've said a word online, drama pages are making videos about it. My comments are flooded with this rumor that wasn't actually a rumor, it was true. Here is where I take full accountability, and you can hate on me all you want for this. In a moment of pure heartbroken reaction, this was my first boyfriend, first love breakup. If you know, you know. That sucks. The worst I've ever felt in my entire life. It was the lowest my mental state has ever been. I look back on that time and I don't even recognize who I am. I felt it was a huge slap in my face, knife in my back, that a girl that I had been vulnerable with 24 hours prior would do something so calculated and intentional.
So, okay, so yes, now is the point where the tables turn for me. Do I think it's a big deal that, they were exes and, this girl went on a date with him? I mean, no, but again, it's like, that's not the whole story. I've been in a situation before where I was seeing this man, this trifling man. I won't say his name. It's not worth it. But at the time, I was friends with this girl who was seeing him behind my back. Me and this man were not exclusive, okay? Not exclusive. However, she also watched as I cried over this man, was very much in love with this man, and saw how heartbroken I was. She still went for him. I showed up to this girl's birthday because, she doesn't have that many friends. Big surprise. I, tried to build a relationship with this girl, even though I didn't really like her, but the guy I was seeing was friends with her, so I made an effort. And I was vulnerable in front of her when I was in love with a guy that clearly didn't love me back. And the whole time, she was him. She was him. I had to find out from somebody else at a party, and she ran away saying, "Sorry, Charlotte." Now, was this hurtful? Yes, it was. Do I like her? No, I don't. They're still together, by the way. Did I take it online and about it at the time? Name names and bring hate toward her? No, I didn't. It's not worth it. At the end of the day, it's also like, I don't know, we weren't exclusive, I guess. Did I think it was trifling? 100%. Did I take it online? No, I didn't.
I have a problem with having a parasocial relationship with my followers, thinking I always owe them an explanation and they need to know what's going on in my life 24/7. I have an oversharing problem. I made a video explaining the situation, and while everything I said was valid, at the end of the day, it didn't need to be online. I wish I didn't bring it online. Within 24 hours of the video being posted, I did take it down because I did not realize how many people would care. Obviously, there were screen recordings. People were already talking about it. Of course, she is allowed to share her side of the story, but she already has. She created a whole podcast to talk about it back in January or February. If you cannot see that this was dug back up, we are coming up on a year ago that this happened. If you cannot see that right now this was dug back up just in an attempt to get views and engagement, which I guess worked, I don't know what to tell you. People were on my relationship, and she dogpiled on with a manipulated story. At the end of the day, it was never about the date. It was about everything and all of the context that surrounds it. Why is the man not being held accountable? He always has been. I handled that offline, and I do not need to get into the nitty-gritty of why I chose to forgive him. If you want to hate on me for getting back together with a man who wronged me, go for it. I've heard it so many times, and I take it on the chin every single time. At the end of the day, I know the truth. This is the truth, and I don't care what is made up or said back. This needs to be done, and I am never talking about this again.
Agreed. But that drama had me in a chokehold for a couple of weeks.
Moving on.
Please, a French girl is putting her face on my photos.
Am I saying you copied me by getting married in Italy?
Oh my God!
Who performed at my wedding?
Wait.
Andrea Bocelli.
Stop. Help. Please help. Send help. Oh, this is hella weird. She's using you as stock photos, bestie. That's pretty impressive Photoshop, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so you were the original, that's the original, and that's her. Whoa, wait, you kind of look a little similar, I'm not gonna... Wow, that is impressive. I'm not even mad. Whoa, okay, so that's you, and that's her. That is an impressive Photoshop job. Can we not all agree that that is impressive? My favorite animal was me when I caught my baby daddy in our bed with another girl he cheated cheated on me with, and I just grabbed our 2-year-old daughter from her crib and left and had my mom serve him with PPO papers at 7 a.m. Show me this trifling mans. There they are. There they are. Here in the Philippines, if you caught your husband/wife having intercourse with another man or woman, you can cut off his or even them both, and you may not be put in jail for that. Oh God. That is interesting information. Shall we do our research? Oh God, you can go to jail. Unfaithfulness is also punishable under Republic Act number blah blah blah, otherwise known as the Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Law. Repeated marital infidelity is considered psychological violence, which is punishable with a stiffer imprisonment of 6 years and 1 day to 12 years. My goodness. I'm not so sure about what you wrote there. I don't hate it. I don't hate this law. My favorite animal is me when I found out my husband was cheating with his coworker, so I dropped off his stuff at his work. Oh goodness. Oh, right in front of everybody in the parking lot. That's nice. It's so like nicely laid out too. Like I feel like you did him a favor. Look, you put it all in bags. It's all organized. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Oh, what happened next? He got fired. I don't mean to laugh, but I do. Very demure, very mindful, very cutesy. She's not like you other girls. She doesn't cause a scene. She just sets up the stage for a clown walk. Take notes, Divas. Not the condiments. No, stop it. You did not put condiments on his car, did you? Wait. Oh my God, I didn't even realize this. So those are condiments. Wait, is that mustard? Wow. That's honestly very considerate and demure and mindful. Hearing the most insane tea between a guy's girlfriend and his girl best friend in the girl's bathroom. Ooh. Are they in the stall together?
It was like a 3-month period where I was like, yeah, he's gonna get him coming.
There was a 3-month period where I was keen as she was saying stuff before that said, I just love him in a different way to you. He invites me over all the time, but I don't go. I'm so glad we could clear the air and talk about this. We've hooked up a few times and used to make out when we were out. So apparently what happens in the girls' bathroom does not stay in the girls' bathroom. Honestly, I'd do the same thing. Not what the girl's admitting to. I would prop up my phone and videotape it. Y'all are messy and I'm here for it. I'm always here for the mess. But now I gotta clean it up with my Swiffle wet jet. Subscribe!